Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for 2 years. Sweetie Pie's TV star Tim Norman convicted in murder-for-hire trial. St. Louis reports a federal grand jury has convicted Tim Norman, a man at the center of a 2016 murder-for-hire plot against his own nephew. This is coming from Fox2Now.com. James Timothy Norman was found guilty today, on Friday, of 2 counts of federal murder for hire and 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud in the investigation. Prosecutors with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Missouri said Norman, a co-owner of Sweetie Pie's soul food restaurant in the St. Louis area, took out a $450,000 life insurance policy in 2015 on his nephew, Andre Montgomery Jr., with Norman named as the sole beneficiary. Norman is the son of Robbie Montgomery, who founded Sweetie Pie's in 1996. The restaurant and Montgomery family were the subjects of a reality show produced by Oprah Winfrey's own network called Welcome to Sweetie Pie's, which we all knew and loved and watch, and we became fans of this show. I never missed an episode. I don't know about you, but I was certainly a huge fan. Well, on Thursday, as jurors discussed the case, they had a series of questions for the judge. This included asking to see a 7,000 pages of evidence detailing Tim Norman's cell phone records, why there was no note mentioned of the cooperation agreement with the insurance agent, Daryl Howard, and evidence submitting the agent. The defense also asked the judge for a mistrial, which was denied. Before deciding to pause deliberations, the jury asked for clarification about the difference between conspiracy to commit murder for hire or the crime to commit murder for hire. Travell Hill, the accused triggerman, and Terica Ellis, accused of setting Andre up and tipping off Norman and others about Andre's location prior to the murder, both testified in court last week on events leading up to Andre's demise. Phone records later provided insight on a conflicting claim that Norman made about where he was when Andre was taken out. During a conversation cited in court with insurance agent Y.L. Yagnam in 2018, Norman said he was in California, not St. Louis, at the time of Andre's demise. Cell phone towers tracked the general location of Norman's assigned prepaid phone to the area around Lambert Airport. Phone records also reveal intensive communication with Ellis and Hill throughout the day before Andre passed. Prosecutors also cited a chilling text months before his demise in which Norman said his nephew ain't gonna be around much longer. In federal court, Ellis testified that Norman told his nephew had stolen money and jewelry from his mother's house, and he wanted to get her belongings back. Well, she accepted a $10,000 offer to help find Andre, though she says she was not expecting Andre to be harmed in the process of meeting him. So Robbie Montgomery's home was burglarized in June 2015. More than $200,000 in cash and other valuables were stolen from the resident. Norman pointed the finger at Andre months before his demise, though testimony given in court reiterates he wanted to get back at Andre after the burglary. FBI agents did not confirm who committed the burglary. However, county authorities had cleared Andre of wrongdoing in that burglary. Hill was indicted in November 2020 on 1 count of murder for hire and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder for hire. He pleaded guilty in June 2022. He'll be sentenced on September the 20th. Ellis an exotic dancer living in Memphis, Tennessee, was accused of setting Andre up and tipping off Norman and others about Andre's location prior to the murder. She pleaded guilty in July 2022 to one count of murder for hire conspiracy. Ellis and Hill. Yagnam, Norman's insurance agent, was indicted in August 2020 on one count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. He pleaded guilty in July 2022. Both Ellis and Yagnam will be sentenced on October 26th. This is a phenomenal day, you guys. This is absolutely amazing. We were kind of shaken up a little bit. We were worried a little bit. But finally, there is justice for Andre. Justice for Andre. We can all breathe a sigh of relief and just know that this is amazing. This is putting all of this to rest. And imagine how Andre's mother and family is feeling right now, knowing that this case has been solved. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. And I have to say personally, I'm happy for everybody involved, including Tim, because even though he did not confess like the others, yeah, he's convicted. And so now we have to wait for sentencing. So there's just one more step in this trial, and that is the sentencing. And as soon as he is sentenced, we will come forth with that news. I want to thank all of you for hanging with me for these last 2 years. It has been a long road, but we made it. And for those of you who did not waver and you knew that Tim Norman was guilty and that he was going to be convicted, hey, you were right. Some of us were wavering. Some of us were like, oh my God, it's not looking good. But the day has finally come, and Andre has finally been served justice. And like I said, we will be with you with the sentencing as soon as we get that information. All right, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will be talking to all of my teacups in the near future, whether it be a live stream or a video. All right, I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.